You are all weirdos.
Weird science is the revolution. Weird science is the revolution.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Weird Science Comics YouTube channel, where I have some breaking news. DC's upcoming Wonder Woman number 800 will introduce Wonder Woman's daughter, Trinity. This is a headline that a lot of people reacted to. I don't know if they read the article, but, you know, who has time for that in this hustle and bustle we call life? I think that DC doesn't care, actually. I think they want the hype from that headline. They got it. Mission accomplished. But before I go on, I just want to remind everyone, because I have to keep reminding myself, that we're going to have to wait till this plays out to give final judgment. That doesn't mean we can't talk about it, and I will admit that I'm worried about this character, but maybe not in the way that most people think. So we'll get into this, revealed exclusively by IGN. Anybody go to IGN as their number one comic book news source anymore? You can let me know. Trinity will make her official debut in a story written by Tom King and illustrated by Daniel Simpari in Wonder Woman number 800, which releases on June 20th, a little over a month from today. Following her Wonder Woman debut, Trinity will play a role in Diana's upcoming Dawn of DC solo series, which launches in September from King and Simpari. I'll start with the name Trinity. It's not bad. It's not great, but to me, it's trying to be too clever. And I think that most people just see right through that. And because of that, it just makes it feel forced. And it really does feel like an object or a thing, not a character. It makes it feel like a prop, you know, that we're supposed to be into just because of the name. Doesn't work for me. We'll see how it fits with the character when you get back. But even in the article, Tom King starts talking about things, and then he goes off the deep end. She's going to have 3 lassos. The hell do you need 3 lassos for? Again, it's just silly, but that's just the name. That's not going to make or break the character, but to me, it already shows you the forced nature of this. And what are they forcing? They're forcing hype. That's all this is. Nobody has read, talked, or cared about a Wonder Woman book in years. Just having Tom King on the book was pretty much, in my mind, okay, it doesn't matter if he's going to ruin the character. At least people will talk about it. Let's throw him on there. Let's throw him on there and we'll get all the negative, positive, all that hype swirling around. That's what we need. And then, you know, when all the smoke clears, hopefully people will enjoy the book. I think that's the same thing with this. And this actually goes even bigger because I think that this deal, Wonder Woman has a daughter, you're going to have that being carried by news outlets that aren't just comic book news. This is going to be news. And so you're going to get a lot of people who want to check this out. People who may not have even read a Wonder Woman book before. Oh my God, I kind of like Wonder Woman from other things, but her having a daughter, that sounds cool. The problem I have, and what I was talking about earlier about being worried about, is that you seem to never get DC hyping Wonder Woman. It's always something else. Tom King writing Wonder Woman. Trinity, the daughter of Wonder Woman. Where is the hype for Wonder Woman? And I really am worried at this point that because of the failure of Wonder Woman in comic books, that DC blames the character, not the shit writers that we've had over and over. And if you have read every issue of Wonder Woman since Greg Rucka left, which I have, you'll know what I'm talking about. It is a struggle to get through these books. And then we have to restart with another creative team that doesn't get the character or wants to just introduce other characters besides Wonder Woman. That's what this book has had since the beginning. And now we're doing this hyping of another character, not Wonder Woman. Whether or not it's her daughter or nothing, that's nonsense. She is still, in my mind, should be an A-list character. But you're having an A-list character in a D-list book for years. That's not something that I can get behind. I'm hoping, but it's just begging that this will change things. But I don't have much confidence in Tom King. But back to the hype. Back to the deal. I've recorded this so many times. I keep going off topic, but this is it. I'm not recording anything after this. This is going to stick. But you end up having this debut. Oh my God. You know, people who will say, I'm going to pick up this number 800. I want to see what this is all about. So they go to read this number 800 issue. Not about Wonder Woman. It's about her daughter, Trinity. Now, after that, they're going to want to know what's next. But are they going to know? Do you want to know what's next with Wonder Woman? Or if you're there, what is Trinity going to be doing next? When can I read Trinity? Well, first off, you have to wait 2 months to get to September to get the Wonder Woman run by Tom King and Daniel Sampari, because we have Night Terrors. So you're hyping all this for an issue that then people are going to have to wait 2 months to get to the run. Most people are going to bail. They're not going to remember. They're not going to care that much. Most people by 2 months, they're going to say, well, I got enough of that already. So even if people are so inspired, man, I got to get more of this. The more that they're going to want to get more, it's going to be Trinity. When we get to September and Tom King starts his run, Trinity isn't born yet. This is something that most people that I heard talking about this didn't quite get the whole article deal. This number 800 issue, that story takes place 20 years ahead in the continuity. So people who go and get hyped up and read this number 800, not only do they have to wait 2 months to get to the Wonder Woman book, but the character that they're not going to be there. Will eventually get the character introduced through the run, but who knows how long Tom King's run's going to be? Who knows if it's just everything is not well planned out in the way of where the hype is, because it still goes back. Wonder Woman's name is on the cover. That's who you need to hype. And so when people get to September and the ones that do make that 2 month journey, where's Trinity? Oh, what? She's not born yet. All right. Well, call me later. Call me when September ends. You end up where all of that is just going to be people just bailing. It feels like a real bait and switch in that sort of thing. So let's just basic back to just not Trinity, because again, we're going to get this 800. Then we're going to have to wait to see Wonder Woman get pregnant, get born, the big play. Who's the father? Well, we'll have to see as that progresses, all that. But let's just talk about Wonder Woman in general and how it pertains to this. You have Dawn of DC, right? The big books that I've really enjoyed, say this week's Green Lantern by Jeremy Adams or the Shazam book by Wade and Mora, are really giving you that, and it's a cliche, but still I think it fits, a classic feel that feels fresh. It feels like you're grabbing a lot of classic stuff, but making it a little fresh, but also making people realize why they love the characters, why they should follow the characters, and have a smile on your face and have some fun. That's what I hope most of the Dawn of DC books would be. That's what Wonder Woman needs. Don't tell me that Wonder Woman is a shitty character. Admit that she's been written shitty for years. So get Tom King or whoever it would be to give me a issue that makes me want to love Wonder Woman. Remind me why I loved her in the first place and go forward. Well, Tom King already announced that his first story seems to be, borrowing out of, say, Amazon attacks back in the day that nobody liked, in the idea that Wonder Woman, the Amazons, are looked at as terrorists. How is that getting anything? And I think that's why, again, we have this daughter, Trinity, is to try to lessen the misery that Tom King usually has. But why are they doing this? Why is this happening? And I just don't get it. And so all in all, again, I'll check out the number 800 issue. I'll see how it's playing out. I'll see but again, how long is it going to take before we get to actual Trinity stuff? And if that's what they're going to hype, then they've just given up on Wonder Woman and don't think that she can carry her own book, that it's always going to be side characters. And I didn't mention Yara Flor or any of the other characters. A lot of people want more Donna Troy. A lot of people want more Cassie Sandsmark. All this stuff all being rolled into one. Yara Flor seems like she might just be left behind. But if you're going to do that, if DC sits there and says, okay, Yara, you were kind of a failure, so we're going to push you aside. Again, the failure wasn't the character in my mind. It was that they never developed her into anything of her own, and they just played off the hype. And now they're doing it again. They seem like they're doing it again with this Trinity character. They'll never learn from any of their mistakes, and they'll always blame characters, not writers. And it's really been a series of awful writers and awful stories that have really just made people not care about Wonder Woman. And I think that Dawn of DC could have been the deal of, hey, everybody, we've kind of lost our way with the character. Here she is. She's the best. I think she is one of the best characters in all of comics, not just DC. And I'll fight anybody on that. And I think that it's silly to not think that she isn't. But you can say the argument would be that there hasn't been any good stories, and there hasn't been. And it's just a shame. They need to get somebody who knows the character and wants to write her and is excited about it, not excited to introduce a daughter, not somebody who's going to introduce all these other things and all this other nonsense. But that's that. Now I'm depressed. I'm depressed about all of it. But all in all, again, going back to what I said at the beginning, we're going to have to wait and see what this character's about, how this character plays out. But the side things, like I said, what I think DC thinks of Wonder Woman right now, that's what depresses me more than anything else. You can let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm telling you, I tried to record this, and I got so angry. I got depressed. I took a shower. I mean, seriously, I take that once a month, whether I need it or not, right? So all that, I hope that everybody gets something out of this and will want to discuss it, because maybe you can get me hyped up more, or maybe you can depress me more. I don't know. Just let me know your honest opinion in the comments below, and we'll discuss it as we go forward. But thanks, everybody, and I'll talk to you all later.
You are all weirdos.
Weird science is the revolution. Weird science is the revolution.